Weekly Shonen Jump might quietly have one of its strongest lineups for new mangas in years. And I don't think people are talking about it because it seems popular right now to say that Shonen Jump is dying. What's going on, everybody? Today we're talking about something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, which is the current state of Weekly Shonen Jump. Because honestly, I think we're entering an exciting new era. And don't get me wrong, we're never going to replace Naruto, One Piece overnight. Those are legends. But every legendary manga has to start from somewhere, and right now, I think we're watching the next generation fight for those spots. Especially the successor of JJK, Demon Slayer, and Chainsaw Man. So today, I want to talk about the series that have my attention, the ones that I think are making huge waves and have big futures, and the ones that I think everybody should be reading, or at least be aware of. And of course, I want to hear what you guys think too, because this should be an entire discussion. So grab your favorite snack, and let's talk about the top mangas in Shonen Jump right now. So right now, what's making Shonen Jump so brutal is making it into Weekly Jump isn't enough. You have to stay there, and every single week you're competing for reader attention. Bad chapters, people stop reading, low surveys, the series gets moved, keep struggling, cancellations. I mean, honestly, Weekly Shonen Jump is basically Squid Games for mangas. One week you're reading the hottest new thing, Alien Headbutt, and then you're packing your bags. And that's when I see a new manga. That's why when I see a new manga survive those early months, I immediately start paying attention. So we're going to talk about number one, obviously Kagurabachi, which is getting an anime, the current king. We had to start with the obvious one because it's been seen online. You probably heard about this. It's getting an anime next year. And first people joked that it's becoming the next greatest manga before chapter 2 even released. People were making so much fun of this manga. And it turns out it was super good. Like, everybody loves it. Kagurabachi follows Chiro Yukihira, the son of a legendary swordsmith who set out on a revenge journey after tragedy strikes his family. And what I love is it blends stylish swordplay, dark supernatural powers, emotional storytelling, and incredible paneling. And the enchanted blades all feel unique, and the villains are super memorable. It's fantastic, and every volume keeps selling better and better. And if I had to put my money on one current Jump series become a massive long-running anime, I think Kagurabachi is probably the safest bet right now. But for the audience, do you guys think that Kagurabachi becoming the next Demon? Do you think Kagurabachi becomes the next Demon Slayer hit, or am I just getting way ahead of myself? Because I personally think that it has so much potential, and with the anime dropping, as we all know, when anime drops, the manga sales will go up because people are just watching the anime now. There's a lot of anime onlys who are just gonna read it just off the fact that they like the anime and they want to get ahead. But let me know what you guys think on that, because personally, obviously, Kagurabachi is number one, but by number two, my personal favorite out of all is Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi. Now, we gotta talk about this because, yes, I am extremely biased and I love this manga. But what separates Kiyoshi from a lot of modern shonen is its heart. The fights are awesome, the transformations are sick, the demon fights are fantastic, but that's not the exact reason why I keep reading. I read because I genuinely love the characters. Kiyoshi himself is super refreshing, I love his design, he's incredibly strong but also awkward, kind, funny, and genuinely wants human demons to coexist, and that's a very different goal compared to a lot of shonen that are running right now. Instead of simply defeating the demons, he's trying to understand them, and the Roth territory arc completely sold me. Bobo's redemption, Mr. Yamada, Katsu Shishido, a lot of these characters are super engaging and they're really fun to read about. And now, even right now, we're entering one of what could be the best arc yet, which is Civil War against the Cross Paladins, aka the top fighters in the world, are probably gonna have some type of scuffle. And I'm calling it now, we're building it towards an ideological civil war, not humans versus demons, but exorcists versus exorcists, old beliefs versus Kiyoshi's new vision. And that's exactly where this series can separate itself, because it's gonna be fighting, it's gonna be a lot of infighting, which I can't wait to see. And right now, if you haven't seen Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi, you're probably missing out because you haven't seen some really incredible panel work, and genuinely a very heartwarming and funny series that does have battle shonen that is a battle shonen at the same time. So, I mean, if you guys are looking for the next battle shonen, I think this is probably on that list. Then for number three, we had the fantasy darling, Ichi the Witch. Now, we had to talk about this one because this manga has quietly built one of the strongest fan bases among the newer Jump series. And honestly, I do understand why. The biggest reason is the magic system. It feels fresh, creative, completely different from your standard battle manga. Then you got Ichi himself, a wild hunter who's suddenly thrown into a world where magic has traditionally belonged to witches. Watching him disrupt that system has been hilarious, but the real MVP is the scariest because she completely steals every scene she's in. The chemistry between her and Ichi is fantastic. The humor balances the dark fantasy elements perfectly, and the series reminds me why I fell in love with fantasy manga in the first place. So if you haven't seen Ichi the Witch, I'm telling you, it's in the top 3 for the newest manga out right now in Shonen Jump. And for good reason, so you have to check that one out as well. Then we have the new credit. This only has 3 chapters right now. But HAL Formula, I think, is an absolute banger hit that is going to be a top shonen banger because it's a sports anime we haven't gotten before. A racing manga in Weekly Shonen Jump, you have to sign me up. Like, Sports manga has always been underrated, and I love Ice Shield. We love Kiriko no Basketball. We love Haiku. We love Blue Lock. But now we have an F1. I mean, I love that Shonen Jump is willing to experiment. Chapter 1 immediately hooked me in, not because of the crazy action, but because of the emotional core. Mihiru's relationship with his brother immediately gives the story some heart, and the racing scenes are exciting. The art is clean, and I think there's a lot of room to grow. And if you like F1, they finally have a manga for this. Like, I love that. Will it survive? It's way too early to tell, but I do think I'll be covering it weekly because I think it's amazing. And I'm just waiting for someone to drip the Formula 1 car through a corner at Mach 12. Like, I just know there's gonna be some ridiculous stuff going on. Then we have a wild card. We have a wild card in Shonen Jump, which is Bug Ego. Bug Ego, this might be the biggest wild card in the magazine because it's only monthly. It's weird, it's different, it's unapologetically unique, but Jumps need series like this. Not every manga is gonna have the sword fighting, battle shonen energy. Sometimes originality is what's gonna keep these mangas, this magazine selling. And I'm really curious where Bug Ego goes because I just don't know if we've seen its full potential yet. And if you don't know, Bug Ego was made by one who made Mob Psycho and One Punch Man. And it's about a kid and his friend who found the literal hacks to life. Meaning they are making glitches in real life code and they're accidentally stumbling upon things they were never supposed to know about the reality they live in. And truthfully, it's very fun, but with some horror elements involved as well. So, I mean, if you're into really detailed horror anime, but also some really good action and mystery, I think this one's gonna be great because the big mystery here is who figured out the hacks first, what are hacks, and who is the demon being that is following these guys around, trying to stop them from using the hacks. So if we look at the future of Shonen Jump, I think that's what excites me the most. We're looking at these series grow together. Kagurabachi, Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi, Ichi the Witch, HAL Formula, Bug Ego. Maybe another series we haven't even seen yet, probably like Cannon Master, which has just got its chapter 2, which I'm also looking at. One of these mangas could become the next big anime phenomenon. Outside of Kagurabachi, one could sell millions. One could, unironic, one might unfortunately get canceled. Alien Headbutt. That's really crazy. That's the crazy part about Weekly Shonen Jump. Nobody really knows. So where I'm standing and where I stand, the most likely mega hit is obviously Kagurabachi, with my personal favorite being Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi, the best new fantasy is Ichi the Witch, the dark horse being HAL Formula, and the most unique being Bug Ego. Will these rankings change? Probably. But that's what makes following Jump so much fun, because there's always something coming out. So people who are saying the manga's dying, I mean, the magazine is dying, they're not really, I don't really take that serious. I think right now, my final thoughts, I think Weekly Shonen Jump is in a healthier place than people give it credit for. Now, do we have our next Naruto yet? No. Do we have our One Piece? No, but we don't need another One Piece. We need new stories, new worlds, new characters, and a next generation that shouldn't copy the old. And guess what? We can always bring back old animes that didn't get the time of day. AKA Black Torch. Black Torch is getting anime right now, and it was a manga that was canceled years ago. Everything could come back. Things could be revived and be redone better. Like, the magazine is fine. So I have a question for you guys. If you could guarantee that only one of these mangas become a long-running hit, which one are you choosing? Kagurabachi, Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi, Ichi the Witch, HAL Formula, Bug Ego, or is there something else that I'm completely sleeping on that you would bet your money on? Let's debate out in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe because we're covering these series every week as we continue to grow. And who knows, maybe years from now we'll look back at this video and realize we were watching the birth of the next generation of shonen legends. And if you're looking to catch up on Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi, watch my video above because I explain everything from beginning all the way to the Demon Exploration arc. And if you're looking for your next space anime, you gotta check out Space Dandy, so check out this video as well. So if you're looking for more peak fiction that you need to be watching. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you check out any of these mangas, drop a comment and let me know if these are bangers or if I'm missing out on something better. I make daily anime manga videos, so let me know what I need to be talking about next.